Today, I'm creating the most powerful animal in history. Forget lions, tigers, or even great white sharks, because the creature I'm about to build would make them all look like house pets. This beast won't just dominate the land, no. It'll rule the skies, crush the oceans, and strike fear into literally anything that breathes. Now, here's how we're gonna do it. To keep things interesting, just as we do in past videos, we can only take one trait from each animal. Meaning, if we steal the cheetah's speed, then sorry cheetah, we can't use you again for other traits like weapons or agility. Simple rule, right? But yeah, trust me, it makes things a lot more difficult. Okay, let's first start with something basic. What species should our character come from? Now basically, there are three places we can choose to dominate: land, air, and water. The land is usually claimed by apex predators like lions or tigers, but do they control everywhere? Not really. In the sea, the great white shark dominates with stealth and bite force, while the orca is even scarier. These killer whales hunt sharks for fun and have zero predators. And in the sky, the harpy eagle rules the treetops like a winged executioner. However, one thing is that we don't really want all of these, because we just want an animal that can access all three environments, because we'd be dominating regardless. Now, there are a few options to choose from: ducks, frogs, flying fish, and certain insects like dragonflies and mosquitoes who can at the very least survive in all three environments. But I think, amongst all these options, I'd have to go with ducks, since they seem more adaptable than the rest. They can last longer in air, roam on land like it's no big deal, and yeah, water is their natural habitat. So yeah, our character now has access to all three environments. This was just the first point, and then there are still a lot more to cover. And let me tell you, each of them makes all the difference, especially the final trait, which would be the one factor that would make our animal unstoppable. Okay, now, how about how strong our animal would be? Well, a few animals instantly come to mind. Gorillas, for example, can deadlift cars with just their arms, and grizzly bears can flip over 300-kilo rocks like they're Lego blocks. But none of these heavyweights compare to the true king of power, the African elephant. This giant can carry 9,000 kilos. That's basically lifting 2 pickup trucks without breaking a sweat. Lions may be the kings of the jungle, but elephants are the ones that could bulldoze the jungle itself. No contest. For our ultimate beast, we're taking the elephant's strength. When it comes to speed, the cheetah usually gets all the hype, sprinting up to 120 kilometers per hour across the savannah. But land isn't the only stage here. In the sky, the peregrine falcon laughs at cheetahs, diving at 380 kilometers per hour. That's literally faster than a Formula One car. And underwater? Well, the sailfish hits 110 kilometers, slicing through the sea like a living torpedo. All three are insane, but if we want the fastest killer instinct on our side, nothing beats the peregrine falcon's jet fighter dive. These guys are so fast that they can go from normal gliding speeds, 40 meters per hour, to over 200 meters in seconds, and surpass most small planes during landing. Yeah, obviously we would be taking speed from the falcon. Now, an attribute just as important, if not more important than speed, is, of course, intelligence. When it comes to brains, humans obviously sit at the top, but since we're sticking just to animals, we've still got some scary smart options. Chimpanzees, dolphins, and elephants are our three main candidates. Chimpanzees are capable of using tools, waging wars, and can even learn sign language. Dolphins, on the other hand, are literal geniuses of the ocean. They have complex languages, teach each other skills, and even recognize themselves in mirrors, which is rare in the animal kingdom. Then there are elephants with memories so sharp they can recall water sources from decades ago and mourn their dead like humans do. There are also crazy intelligent animals like crows or octopuses, who can plan for the future, solve complex puzzles, and even escape mazes quickly. But if we really want the ultimate blend of smarts, strategy, and adaptability, the crown goes to the dolphin. Not only do they solve problems together, but they also outsmart predators, coordinate hunts, and show creativity. Brains win wars just as much as brawn. For our fifth trait, let's talk about size. Now, you might think the bigger, the better, right? Blue whales are the largest animals to ever live, reaching up to 30 meters long. But honestly, being that big is more of a weakness. Slow, easy to spot, and not exactly practical for an apex predator. We don't want our beast turning into a floating bus. Instead, we're going for something decently huge but still terrifying. I did look at the saltwater crocodile. At 7 meters long and over a ton in weight, this monster is basically a living tank that can ambush anything, from zebras to sharks. Big enough to intimidate, but not so oversized that it becomes clumsy. So while we didn't pick the biggest animal on Earth, we did pick the perfect blend of intimidation and practicality. I know our character is already the strongest, right? But hold on, because we're just getting started. Being an animal, let's give our character a weapon. Now, there are quite a few strong ones to choose from, so let's just mention the strongest. The tiger's claws, capable of slicing through flesh like butter. The saltwater crocodile's bite, crushing with over 3,700 pounds of force, the strongest in the animal kingdom. Insects get nasty too. The bullet ant delivers a sting so painful it feels like walking on fire, while the mantis shrimp can punch with the force of a speeding bullet, shattering shells and aquarium glass. But the scorpion brings something even deadlier. A venomous stinger that can paralyze or kill with one strike. Imagine our beast with the crushing bite of a croc, the slicing claws of a tiger, and the stinger of a scorpion fused into one weapon system. But since we can only pick one, the mantis shrimp's punch takes it, a literal one-hit kill that even armor can't stop. Yeah, our animal's main source of damage is going to break bones and egos. This next one is kinda a bonus round, but let's talk about senses. Yeah, the one thing that makes our character a bit more terrifying than it already is. Okay, first, we've got eyesight. Eagles can spot a rabbit from 3 kilometers away, basically turning the sky into their sniper tower. In the ocean, sharks sense a single drop of blood from miles off, tracking prey like living radar. And don't sleep on dogs. Their noses are so advanced they can detect diseases, explosives, and even human emotions. Then there's the owl, with night vision so good it's like wearing built-in thermal goggles. I think shark is quite nice, as they also have the ability to sense tiny electric signals, meaning nothing, not even hiding under sand, can escape it. For our ultimate animal, we're giving it shark tier senses. Basically, you can run, you can't hide. Well, technically speaking, you can't run either, since this bad boy is also the fastest. Being the strongest is cool, but it doesn't really mean much if your body can't take a hit or keep going. Some animals are built like tanks. Rhinos can charge headfirst into trees and barely flinch, while elephants shrug off predators with their thick hides. In the ocean, sea turtles survive decades thanks to armored shells that predators hate biting. And then there's the camel, a true king of stamina, crossing brutal deserts for days without food or water. However, if we want the ultimate durability package, the crocodile is unbeatable. Its armored skin is bulletproof to most bites. It can survive months without eating, and it shrugs off wounds that would kill anything else. But there's a problem. Sadly, we've already chosen crocodile, so we have to go for something else. Do you guys know the tardigrade? It's a microscopic beast that laughs at radiation, extreme heat, freezing cold, and even outer space. Yeah, this guy's nature's ultimate survivor. Combine that with the camel's stamina, trekking deserts for days without food or water, and our monster becomes practically unkillable. For durability and endurance, we're going to be stealing the tardigrade's resilience with the camel's level of stamina, making sure this monster doesn't just fight, it outlasts everything. Alright, we're down to the last 2 traits, and now let's choose our special ability. Every super animal needs that one outrageous power that sets it apart. Some creatures go with poison, like the king cobra, whose venom can kill an elephant. Others choose stealth, like the octopus, disappearing into its environment with perfect camouflage. Then there's the electric eel, turning the water around it into a live trap with shocks strong enough to knock out a horse. Even the bombardier beetle brings chaos, firing boiling chemicals like a built-in flamethrower. All of these are terrifying, and honestly, it doesn't really matter which one I choose. I just really want to go for the coolest, which is the electric eel's bioelectric shock. With this, our beast doesn't just attack physically, it fries enemies before they even get close. Pair that with its strength, speed, and senses, now we're talking about a monster that can break you, burn you, and electrocute you all at once. And finally, the name of our animal. And yeah, just as usual, I'll leave that to you. What would you call our animal? Let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, then check out this one where I created the most powerful country in history. Go on, check it out.